Welcome back to Jeopardy. Fresh off a runaway win in yesterday's game, Ashley Chan is back with us, going for win number 4, but 2 new challengers stand in her way, Jordan and Jasmine. Welcome. Good luck to all 3 of you. Here we go into the Jeopardy round, where your categories will be these. Books and authors up first. Then we have swap a vowel. Each response is 2 words that differ only by that one swap letter. We have 19th century sports, amphibians and reptiles. Then for $1, name a woman. Jasmine got the Billy Eichner reference. You'd love to see it. Ashley, start us off.
Books and authors, 600.
In the movie adaptation, Kate Blanchett played the title Ms. Fox, who goes missing before a family trip in Where'd You Go, Her? Ashley.
Was Bernadette?
Right.
Books and authors, 800.
His novels Dear John and The Longest Ride were made into films. Ashley.
Was Nicholas Sparks?
It is.
Books and authors, 1,000.
Use the power of now to name this German-born author of The Power of Now. This one stumps me too. Eckhart Tolle is the author's name. Ashley.
Name a woman, 800.
This actress who was crowned at the 2000 Miss India pageant and went on to be Miss World. Ashley.
Was Priyanka Chopra?
Yes.
Name a woman, 1,000.
This Bay State senator who said, if you don't have a seat at the table, you're probably on the menu. Jasmine.
Who is Warren?
It is Elizabeth Warren.
Name a woman, 600.
This editor-in-chief of Vogue magazine who has been called the most influential woman in fashion. Jasmine.
Who is Wintour?
It is.
Amphibians and reptiles, 800.
The feet of these common lizards are covered with tiny hairs that help them to climb even very smooth surfaces. Ashley.
Was it gecko?
Right.
Name a woman, 400.
This singer who makes up her poker face using cosmetics from her House Labs brand. Ashley.
Was Lady Gaga?
Correct.
Name a woman, 200.
This woman, honored with a December 1st holiday in Alabama that commemorates the day in 1955 she refused to give up her bus seat. Jordan.
Who is Rosa Parks?
Yes.
19th century sports, 600.
This pitcher, for whom an award is named, pitched his first game with the Cleveland Spiders in 1890, winning 267 games through 1899. Jordan.
Who is Cy Young?
Right.
19th century sports, 1,000.
The first running of this stakes race was in 1867 at Jerome Park in New York's Westchester County. A filly named Ruthless won. Ashley.
Was Belmont?
That's right.
19th century sports, 800.
In 1859, British tea planters in Assam, India formed the first European club for this equestrian sport. Jasmine.
What is polo?
You got it.
Swap a vowel, 800.
Title of respect for a male and to summon the soldiers. And muster. Swap out the vowel. Jasmine.
Swap a vowel, 6.
Squander away and a small pool of rainwater. What are piddle and puddle? And if it's my dog, sometimes both. After you, Jasmine.
Swap a vowel, 1,000.
And so there's a daily double. The 2,000 off-believers means a chance here to move into first place.
All of it, please.
Okay, you're going to try. 4,800 if you're right in. Swap a vowel, a subatomic particle, and a peculiar behavior.
What are a quark and a quark?
Yes, you have the lead by $400. Well done. Nice reading our first break. We'll be back after these notes. City engineer from Woodland, California. I don't know what that is, but I understand you've had some great experiences from your computer background.
Yeah, so I do not have a CDL, but I have been able to drive a truck about 5 feet forward by hooking up to the truck's computer with a laptop in my lap at my first college internship.
Wait, so are you behind the wheel of the truck, or are you in a building somewhere?
I'm in the passenger seat of the truck, and I have opened, or we as a company have opened up the dashboard, and we've got all the wires coming out, and my laptop is wired into the truck, and I am sending signals to try to figure out why it's not matching the documentation.
You're just driving a semi with your laptop.
Yes, for about 5 feet in a parking lot.
Do you drink a Mountain Dew at the same time?
No, I am not a Taco Bell lady.
You're all business, got it. Jordan Carr Peterson is a professor from Knoxville, Tennessee, and you're a driver as well, but also not behind a real wheel.
That's true. The virtual variety. I'm sure you remember the COVID pandemic when I had to fill all those, most of the time. To fill all those long days, I played a lot of Mario Kart at home, and now I've gone, what I like to say, semi-professional with it.
What is semi-professional Mario Kart?
I compete in regional competitions in East Tennessee. I don't like to brag, but I have won one, so I've always got that to fall back on.
Maybe we can add Jeopardy to your resume. Congratulations on your Mario Kart success. Ashley Chan is a publicist from Louisville, Texas, and a yoga instructor, is that right?
Yes, I got my certification about 2.5 years ago and have been teaching ever since.
You do both full-time, part-time?
Yes, my day job is very high stress, and teaching yoga is very low stress.
I was wondering if for the teacher it's low stress, or if they're stressed out because they're dealing with all the yo-yos like me, who don't know what they're doing.
I think all my students are pretty good.
It's still relaxing for you.
Yes.
Glad to hear that. Jasmine has control of the board after that daily double. Pick a category and a dollar amount for us.
Swap a vowel, 200, please.
A plan offered for acceptance, and into or from, for example. Jordan.
What are proposition and preposition?
Very good.
Amphibians for 1,000.
Like mammals, amphibians were only mildly affected by the mass extinction at the end of this period. Reptiles, well, Jasmine.
What is the Cretaceous?
Well done.
Amphibians and reptiles, 200.
The difference between these two types of amphibians of the order Anura, smooth skin and long legs, versus rough skin and short legs, mostly. Jasmine.
What are toads and frogs?
Yes.
Amphibians and reptiles, 400, please.
The familiar name of these big salamanders comes from the mistaken belief that they could bark. Those are mud puppies, apparently. Back to you, Jasmine.
Amphibians and reptiles, 600.
Discovered only in 1986 and now critically endangered, the pink iguana lives only on Isabella Island in this archipelago. Jasmine.
What are the Galapagos?
You got it.
For $1, 200.
These echinoderms found near the shore are adorned with 5 petaloids that serve as gills. For $1, because these are sand dollars. Back to you, Jasmine.
For $1, 400.
Here's the logo of this discount store that's a member of the Fortune 500. Ashley.
Where's Dollar Tree?
Yes.
Books and authors, 400.
David Lagerkrantz took over from this Swedish author, writing about Lisbeth Salander and the girl in the spider's web. Jasmine?
With Larson?
Yes.
Books and authors, 2.
A fantasy romance series by Sarah J. Maas kicks off with A Court of Thorns and These Flowers. Jasmine?
What are roses?
Yeah.
Swap a vowel, 400.
A kick on the gridiron and a serving of beer. Ashley?
What is punt and pint?
Got it.
For $1, 1,000.
The dollar sign is used in many nations, including this big country whose currency is the real. In Brazil. Ashley?
For $1, 800.
In the first verse of Tomorrow, Annie advises you to do this. Tomorrow there'll be sun. Jordan?
What is bet your bottom dollar?
You got it.
Sports, 400.
Walter Camp, captain of this Connecticut school's football team in the 1870s, introduced the QB position and 11-man teams. Jordan?
What is Yale?
Right.
Sports, 200.
In 1875, due to waning interest, the All England Croquet Club offered this other lawn sport as an added attraction. Jordan?
What is tennis?
Yes.
$600.
Final clue. Maybe if you've got a nice lawyer, you can give him $1 as one of these. The fee procures his services. Jordan?
What is the retainer?
That would be his retainer. Very small one. You're up to $3,000 now. Jasmine has the lead right now over the champ. We'll see what happens in Double Jeopardy when we return. We'll be back in a moment. Double Jeopardy, put in one of these categories. Let's take a look. World history is first. Then we have jury duty. From the AFI catalog, their first 100 years project, you'll name the movie. Then art class, Canadiana, and crossword clues are. Jordan, what'll it be?
Jury duty for 1600.
When lawyers want a potential juror to be excused, they use a challenge, either for cause or this time, without any explanation. Jordan,
What is peremptory?
yes.
Jury duty 2000.
From Old French for to speak the truth, it's the preliminary examination of prospective jurors by a judge or lawyer. Jasmine,
What is war year?
it is.
World History 12.
Milton Obote returned as president of Uganda after the overthrow of this man in 1979. Ashley,
Was Idi Amin?
you're right.
From the AFI catalog 2000.
Based on the real-life unavailability of Coors Banquet beer outside the 11 western U.S. states where it was sanctioned. That's what gets the plot of Smokey and the Bandit going. Back to you, Ashley.
From the AFI catalog 1600.
Spielberg cast 13-year-old actor Christian Bale. Principal photography began 1st of March 1987. Ashley,
What is Empire of the Sun?
Yes.
From the AFI catalog 1200.
answer. Nearly double. You're being challenged today by two tough competitors, Ashley. You're in second place.
3000.
Okay, you'll take the lead back if you're correct. From the AFI catalog. The exteriors of the Desmond Mansion were shot at a 25-room mansion on Wilshire Boulevard. The studio added the swimming pool.
What is Sunset Boulevard?
Correct. He always wanted a swimming pool. You were back in the lead.
AFI catalog 800.
From 1993, the band advertisements included, finally, a movie for everyone who did inhale. Jordan,
What is dazed and confused?
It is.
Jury duty 1200.
a grand jury doesn't decide guilt or innocence, but whether a person should be this, formally charged, and then arraigned. Jordan,
What is indicted?
correct.
AFI catalog 400.
Eric Stoltz was originally cast as Marty McFly, as stated in the 7th of July 1985 Chicago Tribune. Jordan,
What is back to the future?
You got it.
World history 1600.
after Alexander's death, one of his generals began this Egyptian dynasty that lasted about 300 years until Cleopatra's death. That's the Ptolemaic dynasty, the Ptolemies. Back to you, Jordan.
Jury duty 800.
It's the action of placing a jury out of public reach, in a hotel, for example. Jasmine,
What is sequestering?
that's right.
World History 2000.
Alberto Fujimori, a controversial former leader of this nation, passed away in 2024 and was buried after 3 days of national mourning. Ashley,
What is Peru?
that's correct for 2000.
Canadiana 2000.
In 1978, Via Rail took over running the trains of this towering company, founded 60 years earlier. Jordan,
What is CN?
yes.
World history 800.
Scotland's James II, who sided with Lancaster versus York in these 15th century wars, died when one of his own cannons blew up beside him. Ashley,
What is War of the Roses?
Good.
Canadiana 1600.
bigger than Banff, this Alberta National Park was sadly in the news in 2024 when July wildfires closed it for the rest of the summer. What is Jasper National Park? Back to you, Ashley.
Canadiana 1200.
From the apple fritter and Dutchy donuts were on the menu in 1964 when this Canadian coffee chain opened. Ashley.
What is Tim Hortons?
Yes.
Art class 1200.
Answer. You have a daily double. You had some luck finding them, Ashley. What will you wager?
3000.
Okay, 18,000 if you're right in art class. Cezanne and Gauguin were leaders of this movement that came onto the scene a little after Monet and Renoir.
What is post-impressionism?
Yes, takes you to 18,000. Very nice.
Art class 1600.
The Uffizi displays his La Primavera, as well as an even more famous one of his works featuring a goddess. Ashley.
What is Botticelli?
Of Birth of Venus fame, yes.
Art class 2000.
You probably think of it as a synonym for curtain, but to an art lover, it means the depiction of the folds of clothing. Jasmine.
What are drapes?
Yeah, drapery for 2,000. You got it.
Art class 400.
In his blue period, Picasso painted an old man playing one of these. Later, he used sheet metal to sculpt a 3D one. Ashley.
What is a guitar?
Yes.
Art class 800.
J.M.W. Turner was a master of this type of painting, also known as aquarelle. Jasmine.
What is watercolor?
You got it.
Canadiana 4.
This western province, whose flag is seen here, joined the Dominion of Canada in 1871. Ashley.
What is British Columbia?
Yeah.
World History 400.
Founded in 1863, this international organization won its first of 3 Nobel Peace Prizes in 1917. Ashley.
What is the Red Cross?
You're correct.
Canadiana 800.
Canadian TV viewers get used to hearing that the show is on at 8 o'clock, 8:30 on this Atlantic island. Ashley.
What is Prince Edward Island?
No, that's not correct. Jasmine.
What is Labrador?
That's also wrong. Jordan.
What is Nova Scotia?
Also incorrect. It's Newfoundland, or Newfoundland as they say, that has the half-hour time difference. Ashley, 6 clues left.
Crossword clues are 1200.
Poison from castor beans, 5 letters. Jasmine.
What is ricin?
Yes.
Crossword clues 2000.
A formula or category, not a cube inventor, 6 letters. Ashley.
What is Rubik's?
No. Jordan.
What is rubric?
Rubric with the R.
Jury duty 400.
In a criminal case, the jury must be convinced of guilt beyond this. Otherwise, they must acquit. Ashley.
What is a reasonable doubt?
Correct.
Crossword clues are 1600.
A magic spell or a letter in an old Anglo-Saxon alphabet, 4 letters. Jasmine.
What is a rune?
Yes.
Crossword clues 400, please.
A type of treatment or an exercise routine, 7 letters. Ashley.
What is regimen?
That's it. Here's the last clue, and crossword clues are, in myth, Iris personified it, 7 letters. Jasmine.
What is a rainbow?
That's correct, taking you to 15,600. Ashley still has the lead, but look at that, 3 great scores. Here is the